The Celtics win the tap. Irving to Horford. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
No, that's a great way to make an opening statement. It's about the team that's able to punch the other team in the mouth first. That's exactly what you want to do if you're the road team.
Tough make through traffic.
I'll tell you what, it's impressive to watch a young player this new to the NBA not be afraid to drive to the basket. It goes a long way in establishing your presence in the league.
Here comes the screen. Laurie Markkanen swats it. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Jason Tatum. Bulls with the rock.
I got ball. I got ball.
Rebound Horford. Brown with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Passed it off. He throws it down. He climbed the ladder on that one.
Well, the question is, how big is the ladder? He's still climbing.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Hey, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Free throw up and good. And the three-point play puts them up early in this one. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
So many times we get on a defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
And he missed the free throw. Kyrie across the timeline. They're down three. Jumper's good. Jay, you've known Kyrie Irving since he was a young man growing up in New Jersey. He's overcome a lot of obstacles, chief among them staying healthy and on the floor.
Yeah, Ed, he's been battling injuries since his freshman year of college, but the beautiful thing about Kyrie Irving is that he always loves the big stage. Making the game-winning shot in Game 7, he will continue to do so when he surrounds himself with great, inspiring leaders with the likes of such Kobe Bryant.
Hayward to Irving. Kyrie Irving, 2 for 2. That's what you want. Simply put, when the ball's in Kyrie Irving's hands, magic could happen.
It's poetry in motion, and it's a situation in which the ball is attached to his body. He has it on a yo-yo. He can put the ball and dangle the ball out there for other people to think they have a chance, and in their mind they do, but in Kyrie's mind, the game's over. Oh, met at the summit, Ed.
I was sure that was going to be a dunk, Jay. What control by the defender. Brown into the front court. Down by one. Deep two there. Won't go. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. The free throw, good. Caps off the three-point play. The lead is 4. To Marcus Morris. Kyrie. And it's Lopez there for the rebound. And scores.
That's a good run right here to end the first quarter to open up that lead. If you're the coach of this team, you have to like the effort your guys are giving.
Celtics have it. And they call the foul. Careful there, Jay.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Oh, they call the foul.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Knocks down the first. else to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. Done. To Markkanen. Done. Chicago with 4 to shoot. Here's a chance from long range. Shot off the mark. Good defense. Baseline drive, but he can't finish. Has a look. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
It goes down.
It can only be one of two things here. One, the defender ran out of gas, or two, this dude is just unstoppable.
Kyrie Irving for 2. Kyrie Irving, 3 for 6 now.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Lets it fly from long range. Yes, give the advantage to the shooter.
They got him in the first round to do exactly that. Make tough shots and help them win games.
Here comes the screen. Kyrie Irving lines it up for 2, unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Not that time. Brown with it up top, trailing by 11. Kyrie Irving with that shot, he's 5 for 8.
Bread and butter, and there are a few that can do it better off the screen.
Late heave to beat the buzzer. It's halftime here in Game 1. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Fellas, back to you.
Levine to Markkanen. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. They have to keep him in their grasp.
When a rookie starts to believe that he not only can play, but more importantly, he belongs, nights like this become more and more common.
To Hayward. Screen coming. Knock loose. Hayward. And he throws it down. Al Horford showing off all the moves. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Can't connect from in close. To Porter. Going to launch beyond the arc. Buries it.
He's most definitely got the hot hand behind the three-point arc. Anytime your first-round pick is shooting like this, your GMs and owners just sit back and smile.
To Irving. Almost, and he's not getting the call.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
They need something to go down. It's no good. Markkanen to Zach LaVine. And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
Ed and I want to go home too, but fouls like that only stop the clock for all of us.
Zach LaVine has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 82%. First one goes down. 2 for 2 on that trip. Ball's controlled by Boston. Oh, leaves the defender in the dust. Has a chance. Gordon Hayward. That's how it's done. It's been a quiet night. Only 3 attempts, but he makes that one stick.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
From long range. No good. That's great defense.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
To Levine.
Wait on it.
To Lopez. Not going to have it this time.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Shot from the lane won't go.
It's because he took his eye off his target, Ed. As an offensive player, you have to glare at where the defender's coming to, but quickly redirect yourself to your actual target. He was more consumed with the defender than he was the actual rim.
Gordon Hayward, that's how it's done. He's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field. Chicago possession. Levine. To Lopez. Off the assist.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Fires the 3. Now that's a contest. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. The quarter's concluded. It has been all Bulls. It's the Celtics with the ball as we start this 4th and final quarter. And, Jay, they have got to get something going quick. They have not looked good at all through 3 quarters.
Well, here's the problem. Guys are out here a little bit lethargic, a little bit lackadaisical. And sometimes great teams think they can just turn the light switch on whenever they want. That's not the way great teams need to operate to win championships. That light needs to stay on all the time.
Here comes the screen. Runner here. Won't go down. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Irving into the front court. He'll run the offense. Just off the mark.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Levine. Marcus Morris the rebound. Hayward to Jaylen Brown. Hayward. Irving.
That'll be a winning formula in overtime every time. Answer a 2 on one end with a 3 on the other. Ed, tell me if I'm wrong, but I think a 3 is more than a 2, correct?
That is great math, my friend. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. 4-3. It's good. Defense has to pick things up.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Oh, Carter with the rejection.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
To Porter. open look won't go. Nice follow-up on the dunk there. Jay, that's been the story this evening.
I mean, another one? Another dunk? Another easy possession? I mean, how demoralizing can this be for the team? Why am I the only one yelling? I don't see anybody on the bench yelling. I don't see anybody on the court even angry right now.
To the rim, lays it up and in.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Spins and scores.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
To Hayward. Here comes the screen. Hayward unable to connect.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jump.
To Chris Dunn. Trying to cash in. Yes! And a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Hey, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Zach LaVine. I don't know, Jay. They have a big lead. This game is just about over. He might not make many friends on the other side with that three.
Oh, I don't want to hear that generic coaching speak about dwindle down the shot clock, use the clock is your friend. No, if you have a chance to beat him by 50, beat him by 50. If you want to beat him by 100, keep shooting more threes.
Kyrie Irving, couple of free throws on the way. Shooting 50%, some yes, some no, in this contest. Able to convert on both free throws. Deep three at the buzzer. The Bulls take this one. They've grabbed game 1 of this best-of-5 series. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew.
This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.
2 on EA Sports. We are at the opening tip to the Bulls, and we're underway at United Center. Lets it fly from long range, shakes free, and hits.
It doesn't matter if it's off the dribble, off a quick pass, or off an ISO. When the ball's in this young player's hands, something just feels right.
From the outside, no good.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
To Irving. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
Now push it. Let's attack in transition so we can build this lead.
Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper off the mark. Kyrie with the run. Baseline drive, the shot won't fall.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short on the shot.
Oh, had him going there for a second. Rebound hauled in by the Celtics. Brown into the front court. They're down 3. Here comes the screen. To Irving. Oh, Carter with the rejection. Knocked it away.
Oh, some fans should take that ball home as a gift.
That's a souvenir. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Irving. Off the pro hop. Strong footwork.
Old school equals high percentage.
To Porter. Levine. Here's a chance from long range. Yes, give the advantage to the shooter.
They got him in the first round to do exactly that. Make tough shots and help them win games.
Ball's controlled by Boston. Out of bounds, last touch by the Celtics. To Porter. Here comes the screen. 5 to shoot for the Bulls. Deep two there, won't go. To Irving. Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper misses. Going to launch beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
He's most definitely got the hot hand behind the three-point arc. Anytime your first-round pick is shooting like this, your GMs and owners just sit back and smile.
To Horford. Ah, you've got to get that one to go. Zach LaVine doing what he does best.
Like my old coach used to say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's way too easy. Just keep attacking. It's easy money.
Celtics have it. To Horford. That's no good. Sizing up the defense. To Zach LaVine. Lopez. Gets toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
It can only be one of two things here. One, the defender ran out of gas. Or two, this dude is just unstoppable.
To Horford. Goes to the left side. Irving. Off the iron. No good. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Fires the three, knocks it down. That was a tough shot.
When a rookie starts to believe that he not only can play, but more importantly, he belongs, nights like this become more and more common.
And look out.
You never want to leave anything to chance when you attack the rim. You finish strong every time you head home.
Bulls with it. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
Otto Porter at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 78% at the line. Footer at the buzzer. We've reached halftime here in Game 2. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando.
And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
Irving with the basketball. His guys down big. Kyrie Irving, not shaken for the early struggles. Maybe this is a sign of things to come.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
I got him. Here we go.
Levine to Markkanen. To Wendell Carter. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Kyrie across the timeline. Down a bundle. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way.
Maybe pace it right here. They got a big lead at home.
To Markkanen. Levine. 4-3. He engulfed him that time.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
To Wendell Carter. Trying to cash in. Celtics able to clear the board. To Irving. To Hayward.
Screen coming your way. Screen coming your way.
Gordon Hayward. That's how it's done. Better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Levine to Wendell Carter. Scores from the post.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
And scores on the Euro step.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Now whistle. We'll get a timeout called by Chicago.
We got this. Let's go.
Levine. From long range. First one goes down. Knocks down the second free throw. 3 for 3. Nice. Rozier into the front court. He'll run the offense. That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
I tried to work the clock here, but you have to take care of the ball in this possession.
To Wendell Carter. Al Horford tips it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Tough make through traffic.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
The Celtics down to 4 in the shot clock. Hayward. Oh, he couldn't get it to go.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Not going down for him this time. Deep 3 at the buzzer. The Bulls take this one. They'll take a commanding 2-0 lead into Game 3 of this 5-game series.
On behalf of Ed Cohen and Jay Williams, this is Jalen Rose signing off.
of the first round on EA Sports. From TD Garden in Boston, tonight, the Boston Celtics. The opening tip won by the Celtics, and we're underway in the Garden. Kyrie Irving for two. Deep two there. Won't go. Levine. Curling inside. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
It can only be one of two things here. One, the defender ran out of gas. Or two, this dude is just unstoppable.
Horford to Hayward. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
Bulls with it. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
Okay, that time it was effective. But a really good defender will put that in their memory bank.
Irving to Horford. Hayward to Irving. Here comes the screen. It's rebounded by the Bulls. The jumper's off the mark. To Hayward. Missed it. They weren't going to give that to him. To Markkanen. Count it.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Ball's controlled by Boston. Irving to Horford. Probing the defense. Scores from the post.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
To Markkanen. Levine. To Markkanen. Fires the three, and he can't get it to go down. It's no good. Oh, Carter with the rejection.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Here's Irving into the front court. Just under a minute to go in a low-scoring first quarter of play. Able to convert inside.
Had a difficult first quarter. Couldn't really find his rhythm, but you got 3 more left to play.
Now whistle. We'll get a timeout call by Chicago as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. Changes coming from both sides right now. To Irving. Horford to Hayward. For three, that's off the side of the rim, no good. Fires the three. Oh, that's how it's done.
You know what I love about this kid, Ed? His eyes never once wandered to where the defender was. They stayed fixated right on his target, the basket. That's why he's a prolific shooter.
Knocked loose. Irving. To Rozier. Hayward. He engulfed him that time. Markkanen. Won't go. Across the timeline, it's Rozier. The margin is 3 as we approach halftime. Irving to Horford. He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Al Horford, a couple of free throws on the way. Shoots it at 75% for his career. Misses the first. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. Done. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Knocks it down. That was a tough shot.
C to 3, B to 3. Some young players look like deer in headlights out there on the court. But you got something different. You got that moxie.
Here comes the screen. Boston with 4 to shoot. Deep 3 at the buzzer. That misses with a second to go. So the two teams will head to the locker room as we reach the break here in game number 3. Let's get you to our NBA line.
And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
To Wendell Carter. Not that time. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Hayward to Horford. Laurie Markkinen snatching it out of the air.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Gets to the basket and scores.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Kyrie across the timeline. His guys down 3. Rebound taken down by Markkinen. To Porter. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
And the true test of a team's character is how they respond when they get hit in the mouth. Keep digging.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making... He's looking for that touch.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
To Levine. 5 to shoot for the Bulls. Nothing going here on that drive. Trying to cash in. Horford with the rebound. Rozier into the front court. His guys trail now by 4. Irving to Horford. Cleans it up. Offensive board. Get the cameras out. Flash on.
That's going to make a nice poster.
From long range. Oh, they could have really used that one, but the shot's no good.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Nice finish at the rim.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
Irving to Horford. To Rozier. Down to 5 on the 24. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
You better get back on D. This thing is not over.
Tough shot and nearly a chance at a 3-point play. No foul.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Celtics have it. To Irving. Here comes the screen. Hayward to Irving. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Irving. Tough shot. Well defended.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
That's good D. Shot no good.
Shoot or shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
to Chris Dunn. Short jumper stays out to Hayward. Off the assist.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Here comes the intentional foul, but they did have one to give, so no free throws yet. They'll shoot after the next foul.
This is why teammates love him. Yeah, that was an aggressive play, but you're also sending a message, setting the tone. You can't half-step on that.
And here's the foul. Right now, it's a two-possession game, so if he hits one or two of these, it could be all she wrote.
Smart play. You have fouls to use. Good way to manage the clock without burning a timeout.
2 for 2 on that trip. Timeout Boston. It's just their first of the final 3 minutes. That leaves them with one more. Rozier rocking the rim. Where did that come from?
It's like he got in an elevator and went to floor 8. And Ed, I have to say something, okay? 6'3", 6 feet, 5'11", those aren't small guys. In the big scheme of things, they're pretty tall compared to the average person in public.
I feel like you're speaking from experience.
Everyday experience, my friends. Every day.
And hits the first free throw. Able to convert on both free throws. Celtics have it. Irving. Now that's a contest. Wendell Carter powers it through. The Bulls take this one. And they're moving on to the second round of the NBA playoffs. For my partner, Jay Williams.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose, and it's been our pleasure to present you with some NBA basketball.